Okay, so now we're going to figure out how to use this thing called the zero product property. This is what you guys have been waiting for all year so far, to find the zeros of the quadratic equation. And if you didn't watch the previous video for some ungodly reason, I'm going to just kind of summarize this. We're going to try to take this function, and if you were to graph this function, which we're not going to do, we're going to just do this algebraically because that's how we are. If you were to graph it, and let's say it looked like this, you want to find the zeros. And I can, oh man, I spelled zeros weird. Zeros. Don't tell your parents. I'm going to find the zeros, and that's where this graph crosses over the x-axis. That's what my goal is, okay? But we're going to do this algebraically. So here's how you do it. Step 1, factor. We got to factor this thing right here. And so to factor it, I'm going to take this 45, I'll put it right here. And I'm going to take this negative 14 and I'll put it right there. So I got to ask myself, what times what is 14 that goes together to be 45? I know 45 is 9 times 5, right? Well, 9 times 5 is 45. And if they're both negative, it's still positive 45, and you get negative 14. So there's my factors, negative 9, negative 5, okay? This is the toughest part of the problem right here, is trying to figure these out. So now that I have that, I'm going to do my quadratic. So I got x minus 9 from this one, and I got x minus 5 from this one. And really what we're doing is we're trying to figure out when this is equal to 0. When are the zeros? When are the heights of this 0? Okay? So now that we're at this point, now that we've factored it, this is where the zero product property goes in. Imagine this was your A and this is your B, and we have that equals 0. Well, then we know that one of these we're trying to get to be 0. So what we can do, because the zero product property is, we can take this x minus 9 and set it equals 0 separately. X minus 9 equals 0, and we can solve for it. We'll add 9, we'll add 9. So we know that one of the zeros is x equals 9. And we can do the same thing for this one. We can take the x minus 5 and set it equal to 0. And we add 5 to both sides, add 5. We get x is equal to 5. So that's the other 0. So if you were to graph this parabola, and you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, the graph would look like this. You know, it's concave up, it's upward, right? Because it's a positive A, so it will look like this. Let's see if I can grab this one. Now that's horrible, there's like a straight line there, but this is like a horrible drawing of what this parabola looks like. And it crosses over at the zeros of 9 and 5, right there. And just so you know, did you have to go about solving this at this point? Really, it's kind of obvious. It's 9, right? It's the opposite of this one and the opposite of that one. So that is how you use the zero product property to find the zeros. In other words, where does the parabola cross over the x-axis of a quadratic equation?